me, I absolutely need a to-do list. Like I even have it, it's right here on my desk. You can't see it with my background on, but and I break it down by day. And I don't put too many things on it because then I get overwhelmed and I start to panic. But I need to have that. I need to write like, so especially as an English major, okay, if you have a novel to read within a week, I break down, okay, you know, read 50 pages today, right? And then I set a timer on my Google Home. So every 30 minutes, I get up for 5 minutes and I take a walk and then I get back and I focus. For me, I have to do that. And then with things like with balancing time with like family and friends, I learned that I just have to be very clear about and communicate with them. Like, yes, of course, I would love to go for dinner or go out for drinks with my friends, but I have, so much reading to do and all that kind of stuff. And then with mental health, I have a set routine when I get to campus. I actually get to campus half an hour early. I'm lucky I'm able to do that. And I actually have a walking route that I do. So I stop by the Starbucks at the Population Health Building. That's the best Starbucks, by the way, because they always have the shortest line. And then I do a half an hour walk, like through the medicinal gardens and everything. And just mentally, it makes a huge difference.
I guess maybe to piggyback off of what Catherine said, for me, building a routine has been super duper important because I think a lot of us, we work part-time or full-time, even sometimes we go to school full-time, we have other social obligations, but getting into as best as you can with the changing quarters, a routine that you like hold yourself accountable to also is really important. So like making allotted time for downtime, for example, because that's really important for your like mental well-being. Maybe like a stable hobby or something to keep you grounded too. Like this sounds kind of pathetic, but I love house plants. I have so many plants, but that like brings me joy and that keeps me grounded and helps me kind of, divest a little bit from the stress of school. So yeah, holding yourself accountable to what you need to get done and also asking for help is really big. Coming from somebody who has anxiety, learning to ask for help has been so important and liberating. My experiences in the humanities is your professors want to help you, and they will try their best to give you strategies to help with the material or with balancing or whatever. So yeah, definitely ask for help if you need it.
Yeah, just piggybacking off of what Steffi said, like that is being able to reach out for help to your professors is such an amazing tool. Because Steffi's absolutely right that your humanities professors, they want to help you succeed. They want to see you do the best that you can. And sometimes you might need a little help to achieve that. You might need to adjust a little bit. So communicate with your professors early and often. Make sure that they know who you are, even if that's just if you only say one thing a class, that gives them a connection to know who you are. And really, if you go to them and say, hey, I'm having, a bit of a struggle with my work schedule currently. I have a conflict, with my scheduled shift and this assignment that's due. The majority of the time, your professors are going to be willing to work with you and navigate that with you. They are your biggest cheerleaders in that situation. The other thing that I wanted to highlight that really helped me with sort of balancing my schedule long term, with working full time and being a student full time, is being willing to be flexible with your classes. My plan is a great tool for looking to see what sort of courses are out there, what fits in your major, what doesn't, what's higher workload, what's not, and sort of being willing to not pigeonhole yourself and be like, I have to get into this one class. This is the linchpin to my entire, academic career. Be willing to say, okay, well, here's some options that are on maybe different days, different hours. That way, each quarter, you can sort of build your schedule around your work schedule and vice versa, and sort of have a bit more back and forth flexibility.
I think something I just wanted to add that's been really helpful for me in the last year is to try to make as much stuff overlap as I can. Like especially if you have a hobby and you're trying to find friends. Like, I feel like a broken record, but the RSO thing, like if you love to knit and you have a project you're working on, but you really need some social interaction, like it's really easy to just like take your knitting to a group meeting. And if you can like find work on campus in an area that you're interested in, and just so that you're like on campus, you're present more, you're meeting people more, kind of making sure that all your interests are like overlapping and that you're spending time not just like studying, but also studying and hanging out, studying and finding new places on campus, like getting the most out of your time in that way.
Yeah, really quick, I should plug this more often, but in the behind the Allen Library, there's a small little garden where if you bring sunflower seeds, the chickadees will come to your hand and take the sunflower seeds out of your hands, which is such a great like little downtime, half hour, 45 minutes of my time. Like I try to go like twice a week. So being connected with nature is like really important to me. So just putting that out there.